I would have been on time. I feel stupid. I had to wait, guys. Huxley just got home and I didn't want the dog to bark. So I apologize. And I have my window open and I hope that's not too loud. Hey, everybody. We're doing a little bit of an earlier stream today. Hey, Wanda. Yeah, me too. That's a huge thing to say. And it's the truth, Wanda. It makes me smile to hear all your support for Reese. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Liz Tricks. And they know it. I really appreciate it. Hey, Tallulah. Diana H. Yes. Hey, Joel Sachs. Mods, thank you for being here. Hey, Raymond. Buffy Summers made it. Hey, Kestrel, Real Life School. We might see some different people because I really tried to get here earlier today. Hey, Melissa, I'm going to try to do an even earlier one. Wow, look at my hair. I didn't really pay attention to that. I just threw some lipstick on. Xenu and the Body Thetans, Yoga for Life. Thank you. Hey, Bigsy. Bigsy, somebody knew it. That's one of my favorite songs, but there's actually something to that that I'm going to share, and it's kind of sad. But yeah, Bigsy, I love First Aid Kit. Raymond, I haven't opened it because I want Huxley to open it, so I don't know, but I assume so. Hey, Laura Lou and Raymond, thank you again. Hey, Stella. Hey, Lisa Vining, just as I am. Hey, Chaotic Bleach. I'm so happy that you're back. Katie Loren, thank you for doing an earlier live for your UK friends. Katie, I really tried. I'm going to go earlier more often, and I have a fun live we're going to do next week. Sherry LeBrun. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Amanda Dear. Callie, Gally, Trixie made it. Muffet Lou. Hey, Rose. Always late. Beach Bum Beagles here. The Good Capu. Welcome. Hey, Teacher Nurse. It's really warm here, Teacher Nurse. Sassy Savage made it. Hey, Armine. Thank you. Hey, Antoinette. You had a dream. I was talking. Interesting. Hey, Lori Lee. Donna Marie. You went thrifting today? Oh my God, that's so... I kind of went thrifting today. Honestly, we're going to talk about that. Janet, I'm glad. Thank you, Raymond. I got this at Target, and I got it in black and white, too, and I love stripes. You guys know this. Well, what is it, Jenny? What are you doing? Why are you acting weird? Hey, Jan, Libby Jackson. Hey, Jamie Palmer. Becky USA made it. Teresa Clay, Jelly Bean Beauty Queen. I haven't seen you in a long time, babe. Welcome. Hey, Baby Steps. Aw, Claudia. Just sit there, honey. Watch all the time. Actually sewing you a gift as I watch. We'll need an address to send it to you. Claudia, that's really nice. Thank you, babe. My mods can put up my P.O. box for you. I'll try to highlight it if I see it. But Claudia, thank you. I love First Aid Kit. Yeah, Xenu and the Body Thetans. Hey, Linda McMillan. Anna Witt. I was hoping I would see you if I went earlier. Hey, babe. Linda G. Hey, Boho Hobo. Kaz L. Downs Mom. Molly Moon. Thank you, Melissa. BX1 Brian. Okay, honey. It's a lot. It's a lot. We just came home from grandma's and we're a little bit worn out. Deborah Ricci. Hey, Tony's Hooter. Happy Grams. Yeah, you made it, girl. I'm going to put you in this chair because I'm too hot to hold you right now. I'm going to show the crowd what we got today. Hey, Panko. Reese is ready for summer. Yeah, it's pretty summery. I'm even showing my chubby arms. The Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Oh, Susie Q. I love this ring, girl. I love it so much. Joanne Hawley. Dotsy Lynn. Hey, babe. Love and Life. Kelly Suds. Yes. I haven't seen you for a while either. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I guess not. Donna Marie. Hey, Teresa. Teresa, I didn't think I'd see you being in California. Donna Cooper. I'm really proud of you for showing up every day. Thank you, Sassy. That actually means a lot. Lori Helker. I'm glad to see you, babe. I love you. Hey, Alana. Hey, Alicia. Lisa Kelson. Am I really behind? No, I'm actually not really behind. Okay. I know, Lori. I figure I'm 40 and I'm going to start showing my arms and legs because I really haven't done that my whole life. I've always been weird about shorts and tanks. And now I'm like, I don't really care because you know what? It's just going to get worse as I age. And I live out in the middle of nowhere. Sierra Terry. Hey, babe. So I was feeling a little down today. After that show we did yesterday, what did I do? Anybody guess? What I always do. Hey Galen, I overthink things and I really, really reflected on what, hey Andy, hey Abigail, what we talked about yesterday with the therapist. And I have some things I want to add to it. Thank you, Molly Moon. Hey Leticia, good to see you, girl. I know. Lisa Kelson, you know I love stripes. I love a red and white stripe. I really do. Sarah from Cali. We go through withdrawal when no show. I really try to do a show every day. Sometimes I take the day off just because I feel like I'm overdoing it and I don't think people want to see me every day. That's a thing for me. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do anything today. Maybe I'm kind of overdoing it. I don't know. CC lady, welcome, girl. Hey, Debbie Zito, Brianna Bareth, welcome. I don't recognize your name. That's awesome. Buffy, stripes are your friend. You just need to make friends with them. Okay. We need to talk about that. Jelly cats. Thank you. Thank you. Meredith Lynn, you do? Okay. I just get weird about it. I'm like, maybe I overdo it. I don't know. I don't try to spend a lot of time on that, honestly. I don't want to overthink about myself these days. I want to think about, like, if I'm going to think about myself, I want to think about how can I better myself, if that makes sense. I don't want to wallow in the current and what I made mistakes on. I'm trying to like think, how can I improve that? Because I don't like that about me. That's kind of how I think lately. Jojo, it's nice to see you. Thank you, always late. I love Panko. I love Target too. Hey, cats. Girl, your diehards would watch you twice a day. Oh, you little angel. Blue and white stripes. Yes, look good on blondes. I agree with that, Linda. I was told once that blondes should wear more blues. And so I kind of try to do that. But you know, I'm weird about blues. I like cobalt. I'm a cobalt. And it's hard to find, honestly. And I love, of course, turquoise. Oh, wow, Molly. Thank you, Muffet Lou. Hey, city girl. Venice vibes. I like that. Brianna, I'm glad that you stepped out of lurker mode. I love that. Victoria Colvin, welcome. Malta McChurchy. I knew we'd see some fun people that we don't normally see. These are probably replay crew people or lurkers or new people. Either way, welcome. Beach bum, I get it. Hey, Dawn. Scared of whiz bangs. I love that. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, Jojo, I'm happy to do an early live. It's kind of refreshing. Joanne Palmer, welcome. Marie Marion, your lives are my favorite time of day. Guys, that is really, really a nice thing to say. And I appreciate that. Lurker, yes, I remember you telling me that. Is Rogue Hedgie in here? Where? Someone said hi to Rogue Hedgie, but I don't see Rogue Hedgie. Hey, Heather, Kansas. There's Rogue Hedgie. I love you, Rogue Hedgie. I know you're working. I love Rogue Hedgie. Angie Moe, new from California. Linda, welcome. I hope you stick around. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Brenda, California lurker. I love that. Guys, I love it when you come out of lurker mode for a minute to say hey. I really do. Natasha, welcome. Lurker from day one. Sometimes I chat. Donna Marie, you do chat sometimes. I recognize your name, but you are quiet. So thank you for speaking out. Hey, Holly Day from the Bahamas. Lucky. Cutesy J. Never seen a color that you don't look good in, including black and white. Thank you for saying that. But remember that mustard color I wore not that long ago, and I had to put it with navy and like really kind of jazz it up with accessories? I don't feel like blondes pull that color off. Actually, I feel like a lot of people don't pull that color off. But thank you for saying that. I really tried on that. I don't know why I own that shirt. You used to answer my messenger messages. I recently sent you one. I'm nearby. I want you to know I support your journey. Victoria, thank you. Is your name the same name on Messenger? I'll look for it. It's not, please don't, guys, no one take that personally. I'm super behind. I get them all day long and I really do try to catch them and answer when I can. But between that and emails, it's just, I'm swamped. I'm really behind. Thank you, Stella. I love that girl. Thank you. I guess I've been a member for a year. I think it was the beginning of the month, but hey, free membership chat. Thank you, Chaotic Bleach. Thank you for that. And Jellycats, thank you for being a member. City Girl, New York City, now Des Moines Lurker. Wow. I've been in Des Moines many times. My lawyer friend, Denise, early bird. Yeah, I tried. Hey, Lilac Lime. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for saying that. I agree with that. It's how you wear it more than what you wear. That's true. That's true. I love that too. Today is a great day to be alive. Every day is. I was thinking about that today. I went deep, guys. I was going deep on things and I thought, we don't even know when we're going to be dead. Could be tomorrow. Some of us may be dead in the next hour. Who knows? Could be a week from now. I mean, you might give yourself a week. I don't know. Might be next Thursday. But let's really try to focus on that, every day kind of is a gift. I don't want to sound cheesy, but it is. Thank you, Beans Mama. Lisa Kelson, that's cute. It's yeah, but don't poor Reese me, Panko. I love getting messages in mail. I just can't stay up on it, but I love it. It's like the comments here. Lurker Gaga Joe, Lurker from South Dakota. I can't get enough of this kind of communication, honestly. I realize I can't respond to everybody, but just know that I love you guys. And I love the support. Even if I don't answer you, don't ever take it personally, please. Denise. Hey, December. Does this count a friendship tax? Sending love to you, my favorite digital panhandler. Thank you for being you. I love you. Buffy, it does count. And thank you, babe. Thank you for being a member. So before I get into what I want to talk about, it's okay, Buffy. Before I get into what I want to talk about, I still am letting people trickle in and say hello. But you're probably not going to die, Xenu and the Body Thetans. It's just something to reflect on. I tried to friend you on Facebook. I'm still pending. What's your name on Facebook? That shouldn't be the case. I approve every friend request except the creepy men who say they're widowed. When did you ask? Are you talking about the group? Are you Claudia with a C in the group? It's because you didn't answer the questions, but I don't have any friend requests. I accept every friend request I get, like I said, except for the creepers, the really hot guys that say like, hey, I'm widowed. I'm a widower. I get rid of those quickly. Yeah, yawn, good. I'm glad you don't take it personally. It's just, I truly get behind. Hey, Tired Madge. Misty, that's me. Thank you, babe. Thank you for being a member and welcome. I don't recognize your name. Buffy, I was shocked when you friend requested me yesterday. I was like, how am I not friends with Buffy? I was feeling a little left out, honestly. Glad that you asked. I don't not accept friend requests, guys. I accept every friend request. If you could find that tank in men's, I'd buy it. I got this at Target. I don't know, but I love a striped tank myself, my friend. I don't know. Can you delete it and resend it, Claudia? Because I don't see it. And I don't want you to feel left out, even though I hardly ever post anything on my page these days. Yeah, Kestrel. I'm behind on texts. If you've texted me, Kestrel, I'm even behind on that. I had to tell even Kathy Ann that today. I said, damn, I'm behind on my text. I have like 57 texts. Now it's down to 41. Actually, I did answer some. Dylan, I need to respond to your email. Hey, I'm happy that you're in here, Dylan. Hey, Kim Hallman. Okay, I just unplugged my computer, but that's fine. I love that, Buffy. I'm going to turn up the, there we go. So I was feeling after, hey, Lisa F. I don't have anywhere near 5,000 friends, Chaotic Bleach. Nobody likes me that much. I think I have like 2,000 or something. No. I'm not that big of a deal and I never will be. And that's totally okay. Hey, Donna Cooper. Thank you for coming out of lurker mode. I love that. Okay, Claudia, you just did your request again. Let's just do it while we're here, right? Okay, so Claudia, you still didn't answer the questions. She put Okay, she put, Reese, it's me, Claudia. Okay, so you're trying to get into the Facebook group. I just approved you, even though you didn't answer the questions. I'm probably going to get yelled at for that. But you didn't friend request me. So I'm feeling less special. You're just trying to get into the Facebook group. Okay. I need you to try to be my actual friend, Claudia, because actually that's more important. Like I want to get to know you, Claudia. I mean, it's cool that you're in the group, but like, what about being my friend? No? Okay. Uh Hey, Laura, I don't Facebook a ton anymore, but I want to request you. I'd love that. My last name is Quibell, Quui, B as in boy, ELL. Hey, Laura Jane. Hey, April Cowan. I saw your email, Abigail, and I will get to it. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Reminds you of a turtle. It's just a big piece of turquoise. Thank you. Friend request sent. Awesome. I like having friends. I'm going to be honest. I get needy. Andrea, thank you. Got it. Confirmed. Okay, Claudia, I still haven't gotten a friend request. So what are you doing with your life? Honestly, like I don't want to have to ask you 3 times in a public forum like this to be my friend. So Claudia, this is the 3rd time. So I don't want to have to do it a 4th time because I will. Okay. I will quadruple down if I need to. Patty says, can we one day talk about your mom and why she left Scientology and when she left with your dad and how you saw through her through the years? If you are ever ready, and I don't mind. Absolutely we can, Patty. Let me DNV, yes you are. Okay, Claudia. I got it. Thank you, Claudia. That's important. Misty, thank you. Thank you. Donna, thank you. Rachel, thank you. I just got like 7 friend requests. Boom, boom, boom. I approved them all, ladies. Thank you for being my friend. It's actually important to me. I like having friends. Yes, Patty, we can absolutely do that. When do you want to do that? We can do it tomorrow if you want. Hey, Rain Virus. Lisa Vining, that is sad. And I'm sorry. I promise I would like to do a little traveling and meet with you guys. I promise. I want to hug every one of you now more than ever. I feel like I really kind of need this in my life. So, okay. You're not late at all, Rain. I've just been flapping my gums. I was feeling a little stressy and depressy today. You know, we're going to go through these emotions. And I said yesterday, I'm not going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about it a little, but we're not going to go into great detail. Does that make sense? Hey, Dr. MLS, we're going to talk more about the entirety of the sadness, the subject, and we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive. Okay. Layla Bradley. I'm happy to see you, Layla, over in Ireland. But first, I went out with my mom today and it was so much fun. And we tooled around and we went to a couple little tiny towns nearby. And it was so much fun. And I made some friends. And I want to talk about that because I got to say, yeah, Raymond, I get that. I have to say that I too feel needy and I feel like I'm missing on some human relationships, human contact, if you will. So I'm glad my mom, because my mom's kind of the only person I know around here, she got away for the day. And my stepdad was doing something, and usually they're together and going to chemo and stuff. And she was like, I can run out with you while he's doing his thing. And I said, yes, I would love that. So my mom and I spent a few hours together and we went to, thank you, Tammy. We went to lunch at a place we'd never been to in a little tiny ass town. And I have some good news. I made friends at this restaurant. It's a tiny little restaurant. Hey, Audrey. It's owned by this younger girl that I really liked. And she's got a couple of friends that work with her there. And they have a bakery and a restaurant. It's a tiny, it reminded me of my cousin Vinny, guys. Like, I feel like I have a flapper. It reminded me of that little tiny diner. Claudia, I got you, girl. Thank you. Thank you for not making me ask a 5th time. I appreciate you being my friend, Claudia. It's an honor, quite honestly. It reminded me of my lawyer friend Denise, and we're moving on from that. I couldn't be more embarrassed. They were good-looking people, always late. They were attractive ladies. Tammy, welcome, girl. And I liked these girls, and they were younger. I don't know how old they were. Hey, Katie did it. And they have a little bakery attached. I got a BLT and some okra. Couldn't have been tastier. Hey, Lemster. And I got to chatting. Tina McDaniel, welcome, girl. I love seeing these people in the earlier lives. I'm loving that. I got to do earlier lives. Okay, well, speaking of earlier lives, okay. So I get to chatting with these girls as one does, right? And I get incredibly awkward I do. And thanks, Downs Mom and Catherine B. I love that you had a nap today. You needed it, Catherine, honestly. So I get to chatting with these girls and I really like them. And I was like, what's going on? Like, this is a tiny ass town. And she was like, yeah, it's little, but these girls were cute. These girls were really cute. Like, they had like cowboy hats on. It was weird. It was almost like a dream or like a weird scene in a movie. These girls were like makeuped out, like really cute. Like, I loved how her body type was and how she dressed. And like, I don't know. It was just weird. I'm like, why are you guys this cute, but there's nothing here? Why would you be so attractive? Like, why even try when there's no one around to see it? Like, isn't that a thing? Like, if a tree falls, does anybody hear it if there's no one there? Like, if you live somewhere and there's no existence, why even get out of bed? No, I think I'm just depressed. I think it's just me. I think I'm feeling sad. Hey, no one. Helena, I love you, girl. Yeah. And they didn't answer that so well. They were like, we just are cute. And I was like, no, I get that. I just don't understand. Like, there's nobody that lives here. So I just don't know why everybody's cute and I'm not. Yeah, chaotic bleach. Again, it's a reflection on me because I feel stressed and depressed. Carrie Lee from the UK. Okay, I'm going to do earlier lives, guys. I promise. So I said, are there any people in this town? Are there guys? And they were like, yeah. And she said, what's your type? And I said, well, I'm not looking. I'm asking for my friend. I just wanted to know. And she said, well, what's your friend's type? And I said, well, probably Sarah Kay, maybe polished. And she said, yeah, we have a few of those. And she said, sorry about that. I love that. I can't answer you right now. That's too long of an answer for me to text right now. She said, oh shit, I just saw your live. Yeah, I am. Sorry. It's okay. No problem. So she said, there's some hot construction guys. Hey, Aspire to Inspire. And I said, no. And she said, why not? And I said, nah. I don't want like dirty guys that don't want to take my friend out. Hey, Noelle. And she said, they're pretty good, actually. And I said, really? And she said, sometimes they ride by. And I said, like on a horse? And she said, no. And I said, okay. So, hey, Sandy Wandy. Noelle, did I say hi to you or did I just say hi to you in my head? I don't remember. True, Jamie Palmer. So anyway, here's the great news. I love okra. I make it all summer long. And I've never had okra as good as mine. Carrie Lee, I also make fried green tomatoes as soon as they're ripe. So I will be living on those. Anyway, so here's the great news. This really brightened me up. I felt, guys, it's important to talk to people. It's important to socialize, I'm finding. Okay. So I ate my BLT and I said, no, I have not seen red okra. I ate my BLT and I said, I have a question for you gals. And they said, please tell us. Lumen. I don't air fry them, Audrey, because I actually cut them. I roll them in cornmeal and I drop them in a bunch of butter and fry them up, girl. Fry them up. Matt's mom. I'm not knocking a construction worker. I always have been fairly desperate. It really doesn't matter. And I'm sure they're wonderful. Be courteous. My dad was in construction. That's not a good thing. Never mind. That's probably not a good thing, honestly. I fry the okra in butter. Yes, I do. Nothing wrong with construction, guys. Don't take that seriously. I was being silly. Okay. So I said, what are your hours here? And oh yeah, lots of butter, Sophia. I said, what are your hours here? And so they open for breakfast. They close at 3. And Snuggly Sheila, welcome. And I said, let me ask you something. I said, I have, and I never talk about what I do for a living. I always say I work for Google. Okay. But I had to say it because I want to come there and stream. And I said, I have this little channel and I said, I've been wanting to get out and I do love to support the local guy. I said, would you guys let me come back here like next week and like sit and order breakfast and, okay, good, Matt's mom. And like stream here and maybe, check out the locals and highlight your bakery and talk about this place. Hey, be courteous. I think I already said hi to you, but it deserves to be said twice. And she was like, absolutely, we would love that. And I said, really? I said, you'd have to turn your music off because they were playing some country music. And I said, I would get demonetized. She said, no problem. And I said, so you don't care? Like, could I do that? And she said, yeah, come sit with us and stream. And I was like, I love Stacy and Fishers. I said, if you would let me do that, I'd love to. And I said, honestly, the people want me to get out. They want me to get out and talk to people. So I'm going to do that like a week from today. Here's the cool thing. Sophia, me too. She said they ship all of their, I'm not trying to date anyone, neuropsych. I appreciate guys. When I talk about like a guy, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. It's for fun for me. I use comedy in that routine. I'm not trying to date. Okay. Okay. You know what TS stands for? You're going to wonder. Actually, you're not going to wonder. You're going to think it stands for, no, it stands for Tinder swindler. Okay. Tinder swindler. I'm not going to be Tinder swindled. It's not going to happen. I am not going to, yes, Rain, I'm not dating anybody. Okay. People watching, Gwendolyn, yes, not trying to date. I promise. When I talk about it, I'm just being silly. Okay. So I bought some things from their bakery and I said, I'm going to go home and show the crowd what I got. And I want you guys to know because they ship this shit. No, Tinder swindler. Yes. And they ship their stuff and it's cheap. I don't know what I paid for this. These are homemade Oreo balls. I got these for Hux because I knew he would go crazy. Huxley loves cookies and cream ice cream. So I was like, when in the country, right? Okay. What else did I get for Huxley? Oh, I got that for me. Oh shit. I forgot I bought that. I have diabetes. So I was like, I have to keep up on my sugars. It's incredibly important. Do they have a website? I don't know the answer to that. Okay. What else did I buy? I got this for Huxley. Look at this thing. I'm not a biscuit eater. I know that's weird. A lot of people get upset with me. I don't like biscuits. They're too bready. It's like I eat all week long. I've been eating for dinner my vegan hot dogs. And I love a hot dog. I don't eat real hot dogs. I haven't had a real hot dog since like 6th grade, but I like my vegan ones. Okay. But even that, it's too bready. I don't like a lot of bread. But look at this thing. They home make these. It's a bacon and cheese biscuit, and Huxley loves biscuits. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. That's amazing. I haven't yet, Jen. So Huxley hasn't even seen this yet. He's going to go crazy. He loves this kind of stuff. I don't. Ooh, it smells good though. I'll tell you right now. And then the last thing I got, they home make their fudge. And I said, what the hell? Am I supposed to eat this with a fork? I've never seen fudge in a container. And I still haven't. It's weird for me. Yeah, I don't like biscuits. I don't. I love an egg sandwich. I'm not going to eat it on a biscuit. I love bagels, but by itself, I'm not going to eat a bagel sandwich. It's too much bread. Oh, holy shit. Okay. I don't know. It's in a weird container, but I'm going to guarantee you that's probably, oh my God. Why would you want to be in a relationship anyway when you could just do this? I'm going to end up like Goldie Hawn in Death Becomes Her. I'm going to have like 19 cats and I'm just going to be sitting around eating tubs of fudge, getting evicted. That got dark, but let's hope that's not what happens to me. But if it does, I just know that I went out the way I wanted to. But this looks amazing. So what are we going to do, guys? We're going to go, what's the name of it? Chabby's. And the reason the name is Chabby's, it was so cute. The owner said, I named it Chabby's because my daughter's name is Abby and my son's name is Charlie. And I was like, that's the cutest damn thing anybody's ever said to me. Quit it. Look, Wartrace, Tennessee, Chabby's Sweets and Eats. Hey, Mags. So I said, if you'll let me come stream, she goes, we ship all of our bakery stuff and we're going to go look at it next week. And I just said, I want to support you guys. I love this idea. They almost went under recently because they're in the middle of nowhere. And I said, I like supporting local. I really like these girls. And I was like, maybe we could have, a friend. We could go sit and eat and stream. Why not? Right? It's this is the 90s. Yeah, Robin Miners. And I said to her, look at Kathy Ann. Look at this shit. Yeah. So I followed them on Facebook today and they're not expensive. Again, they're in the middle of nowhere. And I thought, you know what? I told her, I said, some people will support you. You will get a couple of orders, I'm guessing, because people do like to help and support. And it was a sad story that she went into. And I was like, I won't share much of that. I mean, it's well known in the restaurant. They've got obituaries up everywhere. But I guess it almost went under because the woman that owned its husband just recently passed away. And this lady took over to try to help her because it's really not been doing well. And I said, I'd love to come stream here and just put you guys on the map. Not that I'm an important person. Not that I even have people in Tennessee that are going to come here. But I said, I still would love to support you. Yeah, Jen. Yeah, I love fudge. It's so good. Anyway, I have the beaties and I just thought it's important to stay up on the beaties. You have to keep your sugars up. So we're going to support that place. We're going to go there next week. We're going to sit. We're going to people watch. We're going to talk to the people. Hey, Noreen, we're going to have words. We're going to say things. We're going to observe. We're going to see the locals. Okay. We're going to do it all. And you better come with me. I'm going to be kind of pissed if there's 4 people in my stream. You guys better show up. Here's the problem. It's going to be, yeah, Eunice, I love that. Rock that business, Robin Miners. That's right, girl. I love doing that. I really do love helping smaller businesses if I can. I mean, I'm a nobody, but I would like to go give them some support. That's how diabetes works. That's right. Hey, December, I love that. Michelle Lynn. But the only thing is, so I'm going to do that a week from today. I told her. She told me to come around. Anka, thank you. She told me to come around 10 or 11 in the morning. We don't usually stream that early. So your asses, bitch, better get your ass out of bed. Okay. You guys better get up, get yourselves together, and get it right. Do it right. Okay. So the other cool thing about this tiny town, look what I got. I bought a couple of things today. My mom bought me a present today. A big present. Oh, okay. So these are cute. Hey, Texas Kate, look how cute this is. I wash my hands all the time. I'm weird about it. I wash my hands a lot. I think it's because I have so many pets. I'm always touching the animals and then I feel like dander. I don't know. It could also just be that I'm insane. I don't know if they have an online store, but we'll find out next week, Xenu, because I'm really excited to go see these girls. I felt a connection to them, and I hope that I don't come on too strong and scare them like everybody else in this town. But if that's the case, we still all have each other, right? All's well that ends well. So I wash my hands all the time. Susan Weimer, but I constantly have to do this. Okay. I wash my hands to keep away from Satan. That's right. Hey, Adele. So I constantly take my rings off. I'm not going to get this thing wet, right? So here's what happens. I just throw them on the side of the sink and it just gets weird. It gets uncomfortable. Look at this cute thing for $6 fucking dollars. Okay, so this is a ring dish, but cuter and makes more sense for the large rings, right? Look. Isn't this cute? I got this for $6. I thought that was really cute. I love little fun things like this. And I was like, I'm going to go show my audience because that's how my life is these days. I don't have anything else to show. So this is depressing. This is depressing. This is what it's come to. This is depressing, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. But I still like it. And I thought everybody else would too. Becky USA, don't worry. I don't overeat anything. I don't overeat sweets. That fudge will last me 3 months. If fudge lasts that long, I will take one bite 3 times a week out of that. My diabetes medication keeps me from overeating. I hardly eat. It's weird that I'm not going to say fat. It's weird that I'm as portly as I am because I really don't eat that much. Hey, Heather Rhodes. Yeah, I love little cute things like this. So I'm going to place this next. It could be for incense. I'm going to place this next to the sink like so. And then we're going to take this off like so and do that. Okay. That's cool. That's fun. That's something fun. I got another one. How much was this one? This one was $9. And so this one's going to go in my bathroom because that looks more like a bathroom one, right? And hey, Yvonne. Good to see you, Yvonne. Hey, Shannon Trim. Corn-fed, Reese. You're corn-fed. Nice and healthy. Thank you, Brian. Corn-fed. I like that. I mean, I am from Nebraska. And I do love corn. Kind of like that. Kind of like it. Hey, B, sturdy yet comfortable. Yeah, that's what most men say about my vagina. It's sturdy yet comfortable. It seats like a minivan. Hey, Joe Virus. Okay, I like this. So this one's for the kitchen. And it's also larger size because we wear large rings. We just throw it in there. And I thought this one's more kitcheny. Oh, well, neuropsych, I get my A1C done every 3 months. I'm very well controlled. I'm 6.7 on that, actually. But when I first got my A1C and I was diagnosed, it was 12.4, like death. That's terrible. Corn-fed. So isn't this cute? Don't we? I'm weird. I'm just like my mom. My mom's the same way. We like weird little things like this. Like when we go into stores and see shit like this, we're like, oh my God, that's so cute. Where can we put it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But isn't this cute? And it's very kitcheny. No, very kitcheny. This is what my life has become. I'm seeing it right now in real time. Not everybody can be a winner. Okay. Not everybody can be successful. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. It's fine. Can't wait to go to Chabby's with you, vicariously with you. Rue, you better be up for it, Rue. I need you to wake up for it, Rue. Be awake, okay? And thank you for your super chat. What town is the bakery in? Wartrace. Wartrace. Thank you, Scared of Whiz Bangs. Wartrace, Tennessee, guys. Thank you, Muffet Lou. This is what my life has become. We'll bounce back one day. We'll have a purpose. I don't yet know what that is, but it's gonna jump out at us. I promise. It'll get us. It's gonna jump out and bite us. I swear. I still have hopes. Yeah. Okay. So the special thing, the really special thing, this town has a little, what do you call it? Not a consignment shop, but like a little used store. Hey, Layla, your guy from Germany's coming. Get it, girl. Don't come to my feed that day because you would rather be getting down. And I don't blame you. And I hope that happens to me again one day. I hope I get laid again one day. Mousy, your first live. Rachel from Doncaster, England. Thank you. I love the UK people. I love it. Rachel, welcome. Please don't leave us. Yes, that's correct. I agree with you on that, neuropsych, but my doctor says that that's really, really controlled for me. So I'm going to go with it. I'm going to take a win on that. Yeah. So let's talk about, okay. So what would you call it? What would we call it? It's not a consignment shop. It's like, it has a weird mixture of vintage and new, and it's just this weird little store in the middle of nowhere. Well, you guys know that I love Ellie J. I hope you're doing okay, Ellie J. I need to message with you and check in on your health. They had these cowboy boots. They're used, but they're so cool. And I brought them in, and I don't know how I'm going to style them. I'm really excited. My mom got them for me to cheer up my day. Sometimes my mom does that kind of stuff every once in a while throughout my life. She'll be like, let me get you that. Like, they fit really well. And they're so effing cool. And again, they're used, they're scuffed up, but they were cheap. Secondhand shop, I guess so, but they had new stuff too. It was actually called something mercantile. I never know how to pronounce that. Yeah, New Hope, Mickey, you like trinkets too? I love trinkets. It's a problem. Look at these beauts. Hello. I love red and turquoise. I love red. And that's a high A1C, girl, Lisa Vining. Are these so cute? Mercantile. Oh, I bet you're right. That is it. They're a little tiny bit too big. But here's the thing. I think you want cowboy boots to be a little bit big because you're going to wear a sock. No? I need to ask the locals. Are these so cool? I don't know if they're vintage, probably not, but I love that little heart. See that? That little embroidered heart. Yeah. I was like, yes, let's get these so that I can not wear them somewhere because that's a great idea too. Um, I love that, Yvonne. Thrifting is where it's at. See, like these are used. I don't care. Yeah, Teresa, I know. Guys, I love red. Lately, I really love red. Yeah, Robin, but I also love red and blue together, red and navy together, like this, my necklace. I did a little navy with the red, but I also love red with turquoise. I love it. And I just, my mom was like, well, let's get, she had me try them on. And I was like, oh, they fit. And she was like, I'll get them for you, Reese. So that was really, really cool of my mom. Hey, Carrie Ann, you're sick? Dang, girl, that sucks. I swear to God, everybody's been sick. I don't know how I'm going to style these. They're not new. They're definitely not new. Like there's scuffs on them. See that? And the bottoms are definitely worn, but I don't care. I don't care about that. Um, Interesting, Emily Brooks. Wear them when you stream at the bakery. That's not a bad idea. I know, Rain. I knew you would feel that way too. Jeans for sure, but I've seen girls style cowboy boots with like shorts. I mean, definitely a dress. Who are we kidding? We're gonna, oh, no one that sucks. I don't get sick very often either. Thank you, Wendy Brewer. Hey, Sue Linder from Maui. That's awesome. Um, no, I don't like that skirt, Kim. What? No way. No way. Hold on. I just looked up Chabby's and they were on America's Best Restaurants in February. I don't think it's the same place. This place had a tiny menu. Like it wasn't like a gourmet kitchen. I don't know. That would be shocking. It was good. I'm not going to lie. It was good, but those look like leather, possibly Mexican cowboy boots. No, they're definitely leather. They're Tony Lama, which I'd never heard of that brand, but my mom looked them up and they've been Tony Lama are leather boots and they started in 1911, I think she said when my mom Googled it. Genuine leather. I can't tell what that word says. I don't know. Tony Lama, though. I've never heard of them. I like Fry boots, but I've never heard of Tony Lama. So yeah, they are leather though, and they're just super cute. I was like, I needed that. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, okay, Rain, Joe. They say that those are good. But yeah, super cool. So it's on their Facebook and they're on the Square and More Trace. Yeah, Brandy. So then I guess that's true. Well, we're gonna go there. We're gonna have a field trip next week. We're gonna go support them. Oh, that's cool, Tony. All your husband's boots were Tony Lama. Interesting. I'd never heard of it. Great boots. I'm a horse girl, says Tammy. Okay. Interesting. Well, good. Then hopefully they'll last forever. I hope to have those forever. I'm definitely going to pair them with sunflowers and sarcasm. Interesting. Usually spendy because of the quality. Well, these were not expensive. I'm going to try to pair them. They'd be so cute with like a jean skirt. But I also think, yeah, always late. I think they'd be really cute with a dress. And as soon as the weather gets warm, you hardly will ever see me in pants. If I leave the house, I almost always wear a dress. And I've told you guys this because I have such short legs and a long body. I don't look great in pants. I just don't. I like to put a dress on and I like to belt the dress, show off my waist and that's just kind of how my body type looks better in and also I'm super girly. So if I had to pick, I'm always going to wear a skirt, a dress because I just like to feel girly. Um that's a great pickup line. Nice boots. Let's F. Okay. It's a little crass, but I could soften that up. Joe, I could soften that up. Try them with the black dress you got last week. That's a good idea, Noreen. White top, big jewelry, match the boots, jeans, bottom. Yeah, that would be super cute. Damn, Tammy. Um, yeah, Sophia, I agree. I think a white top would look cute. You know what would look really cute is to jazz up the turquoise jewelry. Kind of what I'm doing today, honestly, a turquoise and red combo with a white, like fluffy sleeve top or something would be so cute. Thanks, Stella. Yeah, I love wearing dresses. That's almost all I wear. Sassy Savage, that would be cute. A white eyelet summer dress with those. You're right. Those would be cute with white, especially because of the piping. That white stripe, the piping would be cute with it. I wonder how old these are. I doubt that they're vintage. They're really cute. That was really nice of my mom. So that lifted my spirits. Debbie, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that. Sue Linder, what do I eat? I eat a lot of soup and I eat a lot of vegetables on a pan and I bake them, roasted vegetables with olive oil and everything bagel seasoning is kind of what I do a lot. I do that a lot. So I want to talk about now that we've gone through all that. Super cute, Rain. You could do a lot with those boots. You really could. It's crazy the color combo. I feel like even if you didn't match those boots to something, they kind of speak for themselves. Like you could do a lot. So if they're cool with it, I'm going to stream next week in that store too. I thought we would walk across after we're done at the cafe and go stream at that store and we can all take a look and see what they have because they had a ton of used cowboy boots. They had a ton of denim and just like really fun stuff. And again, it's just a little store in the middle of nowhere and I want to go support them. What morning? Rue, I think a week from today, I can pull that off. I'm typically busy in the mornings. Yeah. What is that? Okay. Next Wednesday, the 19th or Thursday, the 20th. You guys would have to tell me what works for you, but let's shoot for that if you guys are cool with it. Hey, Ruth. Abigail, I don't know if they have an online store. We will ask when we go next week, but I just think it's good to get out of the house, do some kind of different content. I really do want to do more of that anyway, and just meet some local people, maybe some friends. I think that's a great idea. It'd be really cute with a red cowboy hat. Any kind of hat, really. It would be really cute. Thank you, Michelle Lynn. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can join me. So I want to talk, I'm switching now, by the way, I'm switching. I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's stream. I don't know how many of you were there. Okay, Trixie, have fun on your walk. I don't know how many of you were there yesterday. That's okay, Laura. But it was quite the deep thoughts on the therapy yesterday, on the therapy session. And the reason I titled this, what I titled it, is because, hey, Mary's Gemini Mind, this title was one of the last things that I said to Tommy. It was one of the last things I said to him, and I felt very mopey about that. As I say it, I want to start crying. Hey, Squirrel Girl. And I meant that when I said that to him. It was one of the very last things I said. And we were arguing, fighting, and Becky, welcome. And I knew it was the end. He knew it was the end, and it was ugly. And I just said, it's hard. This is how I felt when I woke up this morning. Everything I know about that relationship keeps me very detached from having feelings, but for whatever reason today I have feelings about it. I know that's going to happen. It's hard even knowing what I know and how he probably really felt about me. It doesn't really matter how he felt. I felt differently. I loved him, and I said that. I said I knew that this ship was sinking. I knew that we weren't going to talk again. I knew this was coming to a close, and I just said I could have sworn that I saw fireworks. And I started to really kind of think about that today, and it's true. And again, I think just going through the feelings of putting your whole heart out there with somebody and going through what my side of it, what I went through, and now I know that wasn't received the same way I gave it. I said this, it's embarrassing, but I'm not going to give up on it, the idea of it either. It's just this is one of those dreams now where I have the concept, but I don't fully have it worked out on what I want to say, other than that feeling went deep for me this morning. I woke up and that was kind of one of the first things I thought of. I don't know if I had a dream about him. I don't know what happened because I woke up thinking about him. And then when I got up to go feed Bo, I just kind of like repeated what I said in my mind to him, which was I was thinking that moment when I said to him, I could have sworn I saw fireworks. And I got really sad. I got really mopey. I know, Tammy, you're right. And then I thought of something even more. Hey, baby angel. Yeah, Natasha, it is. I thought of something deeper than that. And I realized something about myself with that was attached to that feeling. And I had the same this is hard to explain, but let me try. That feeling, that the fireworks feeling. I think I equate it to a man giving me attention. And the more attention I get, the more I see fireworks. And I think that's false. And I need to back up on that feeling. I tend to attach to people quickly because I think I just crave attention from people. Not like I'm want to be the center of attention, but like when someone gives me a lot of affinity and attention, I really respond to that. And so I thought about that feeling, that feeling. How many times have I felt that feeling? So then I started going back. And I don't know what that means, Abigail, with a wind. Oh, I know what that is. Just regular Abigail, but please, Abigail, you don't have to do anything. That's really kind, but you don't have to do that. The feeling I have felt so many times. I can pinpoint when I felt that with Jeff. I can pinpoint the moment I felt that with Fred. I can pinpoint the moment I felt that with random ass men that I've never seen again out in public. I get that fireworks feeling. And I don't regret that feeling, by the way. I love that feeling. I have said over 1,000 times in my life, I love being in love. I always recommend being in love. If it's real, it's amazing. I love that feeling. That's all I'm looking for. I want to find someone eventually that I have that feeling with, that it never goes away. For me, it never went away in my relationships. I used to say that in my mind with Jeff, like years later, even though the gesture stuff was a big problem, when we would go out on dates or have sex or anything like that, I'd forget about all that and I would go, I really love you. It's like Tommy, though. I wish you could be different. I really love you, but like this is a problem, but I really love you. I don't ever want to feel that way again. Like with Tommy, I'm like, I really loved him, but it wasn't him. And I wish it had been him because the guy that we all saw was the guy that I wanted so badly. And yeah, Mary's Gemini. And I knew at one point it really clicked in my mind that this isn't the same guy. you're never going to get that. But Anita, I agree. The right guy will come along. I keep telling myself, like, you're too much. You're going to be too much. You're too overwhelming for people. You're too awkward. You're too needy. That's not going to be the case for the right person. The right person's going to find it to be just enough. And I know that sounds cheesy to say, but it's the truth. I believe that. I believe it. I totally believe that before I die, I'm going to meet someone that actually loves me as much as I love them, and that hey, John, that is being truthful with me, right? But let me get back to this because this is really important. That fireworks feeling. I can count how many times I could have sworn I saw fireworks. And then it hit me. It really hit me. That's the original way that I felt about my father. It just hit me really fast in my kitchen this morning. And I was like, it's because I crave that feeling. When he used to come home from being gone for days, hey, Woofy, when he would come home from being gone for days, that was the feeling I would get. When I would see his truck pull into the driveway when I was little, that was the feeling I would get. And I realized that for the first time today. Who the hell is honking? I live in the middle of nowhere. Why am I hearing a horn? It's okay. Elizabeth Vigil says, I'm sorry you're feeling sad. I need to work through this. It's a good thing. This is a good thing. Thank you, Anna Banana. It's just, I really recognized that today. I really, really recognized. And I felt the same sad way. If someone tells you you're too much, that's on them. Grateful, thank you. It's true. If you're too, I've heard that too. Like if you're too much, go find less. And that's a good point. Gene W, that's weird because that's my dad's name. Have you tried reconnecting with him? No, he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Oh, probably moving the cattle around, probably. But that feeling has never gone away with the rest of the guys in my life. I think my dad was the OG. I've said this the other day, he's the original asshole, right? But there was a time that I was crazy about my dad. I was really crazy. I mean, as a kid, I really wanted his time and attention. And he breadcrumbed it. He gave me little bits of it. And he was very irritated with me a lot, but then he would like take me out to dinner. It was this like push pull kind of situation with him. When he decided that he was going to give me his time and attention, he would. And we would go eat, or he'd take me shopping, or give me money or whatever it is. And when he didn't want to give me his attention, he was very clear about that. Like, get away from me. I'm leaving. I'm getting ready to go out. Don't talk to me right now. It was just very hot, cold, more cold than hot. But I can remember some specific times where he'd be like, hop in the truck. We're going to go here. And I I was just like, it was so exciting. And I really, really realized this morning, I was so mopey. I was so mopey when I said that to Tommy. I remembered, and he didn't give a fuck really that I said it. I think he thought I was being sarcastic too. Like I could have sworn I saw fireworks. That wasn't the case at all. I was basically trying to say to him, I thought this was real. And I could have sworn that my gut feeling was right about this. And I'm so sad that we've wasted all this time and it wasn't real. And I don't know who the hell you are. And I really thought you liked me. And it's embarrassing to feel so rejected about that. It really is. But that really opened the door. And you know what? That's not fair to say I could have sworn I saw fireworks. I did see fireworks. I don't really care what his view of me is. I was in love with that guy. I did experience it. And I'm not embarrassed about that part. I don't care that I gave somebody love that was rejected and they didn't want, they didn't give it back. That's on you. And really, I shouldn't be embarrassed about that. The more I think about that, it's like, why am I embarrassed? I gave it my all. I know I'm a good person and I know that I'm a good person in a relationship. I often think about that too and I'm like, who cares? Stop thinking about it. But it goes through my mind. I'm like, when he was sick, I took really good care of him. I constantly was I was like, drink, you need electrolytes. Like, I'm such a caregiver when I'm with a guy. It's probably too much. But like, I was constantly like, are you feeling okay? Make sure you get enough sleep. Like, I focus all my energy on the person. I put me last. And I do the same thing with Huxley, but that's different. You should do that as a parent. And I'm glad I do that. But with a man, I shouldn't do that so much. Hey, Jenny Stout. So I guess I'm not embarrassed. Like, good luck. Good luck. Good luck to you. I know what I had to offer and I know that it was good. I have to blow my nose. I'm going to mute it. And again, this isn't about him. It's about just me working through it now, feeling my way through it. And what's more important than Tommy here is the realization that that fireworks feeling absolutely goes way back, but it's the same feeling. If that makes sense. It's not like, oh, I used to feel kind of like that when I was little, or that's similar to when I was little. It's the same thing. It's the same giddy, like, yay, you're going to give me some attention. And that I'm embarrassed about. I have that addiction to men in that way. If a guy gives me that kind of attention, I used to feel that way when Jeff would come home, when I'd see his Explorer pull up. Even years later, I would get that. My husband's home. And I'm not saying I want that to go away. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a good thing for whoever ends up with me. They're going to be grateful for that. I don't think it will go away. I see fireworks a lot when I shouldn't, but I do. I think it's good that I've recognized it. Yeah, Paisley Turtle, I agree. I think it's good that I saw that today. It was such a gift, by the way. Like, that is a gift to overthinkers. Like, self-reflecting and processing is kind of a gift. Addicted to love. I probably am, but that's not a bad thing if you work out your shit and understand why you are the way you are. I'm never going to feel ashamed or embarrassed that I love love, that I love being in love. The thing is, I'm not ready to be in love because I have too much to work on here. And I want to love me more. I want to be in love with myself. I want to take myself out on dates. Like, I want to just go out and talk to people and just have healthy relationships with people. I want to work on how to be a better friend, like how to be a better person, build my character a little bit. Because let's face it, I've been shady in a lot of ways. Like, those are all things I want to be first so that I can gift that to a future partner. If you jump from guy to guy to guy, you're not healing what happened there and you're just shoving it on into the next relationship. And I don't want to do that. It's unfair to your new relationship to bring all that shit with you. And I don't want that with the next guy for me either. He better have worked on himself and be healed and not so reactive and hurting and bleeding from your last relationship and then bleed on me. I don't want that. It's not fair. Yes, Sue Linder, I agree. And I hope it's okay that I talk about this. I'm talking about it because it's very healing for me. I'm not talking about it so that I'm implying like, so when I go get in a relationship with my next guy, no, not even focused on that. I talk about it, but I'm not looking for that. But it helps me to talk it out, if that makes sense. I heal through talking 100%. Thank you, Neuropsych. Thank you, Stella. That's right, Annette Rose. You do have to put your oxygen mask on first. And Chaotic Bleak said, thanks, Jamie Palmer, says, Reese needs to know Reese as a single adult human being without a cult, without a man, and even outside of being a mother. That is so true. That is so true, Alex. You're right. And that is something I'm looking forward to. That's not really work to me. That's like, now that I see that, yeah, I want to dive into that. I want to do it. I know that it will secure a better future for me with whoever I end up with. If I put that work in now, let's say I don't end up with anybody. It's a gift to me either way to work on me. I have to fucking live with me. I have to die with me. So even if I get a great new partner, I still want to be a better person. Whether I get a new person in my life or not, it's like losing weight. It's like seeing you've been working out for months and you're starting to see the results of like your tone or whatever. Like, it's a gift to you. You're like, wow, this has really made a difference. I'm impressed with myself, the discipline, the work I've put in. I am looking forward to the results at this point, to just being a better person. So whether someone comes into my life or not, I will know that I'm a catch. I will know that somebody would be lucky to have me. And I've never felt that way before. I've always felt the opposite. Like, I don't deserve that great of a person, or they don't deserve me. Like, cause I'm just kind of I've always said I'm not much of a gift. I'm not much of a prize. That's the word I've always said in my head. Like, I'm not much of a prize. Because I don't think very highly of myself. I'm not educated. I'm not sitting here trying to like, woe is me, but I always felt like I didn't go to college. I made it to 9th grade. Like, what have I really accomplished? It's, it's that unbalanced feeling. Like, if I met a guy, let's say that I met a guy that's a tax attorney, I would immediately, if he asked me out today, I'd be like, we're not matched because you're smart. You went to law school. Like, you're not going to want to date someone like me. Promise. Like, I don't know shit about anything. That's how I feel right now. I know, Dawn. Thanks, Brian. I have to work on that. I have to work on my self-image physically, but also just in here. Like, you are good enough to date a tax attorney. If a tax attorney asks about, like, why do I feel like, oh yeah, no, you went to law school. You're not going to want to, I have nothing in common with you. Why? What if he has a really good sense of humor? What if he just really likes me for me? Like, why can't that work out too? It's stupid. And these are things I have to sort out. And I plan to do that with you guys on my journey. And if I don't end up with anybody, I don't end up with anybody. I'm going to be enough for me. Either way, I want to be a better mom. Like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if somebody comes into my life or not. Again, like I said yesterday, I'm grateful for the relationship with Tommy and Jeff because I learned a lot. What do they say? Like, everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if that's true. But in this case, it did. That did work out for me because even though it wasn't great, it shoved me into forcing myself to take a good, hard look at how I am when you choose toxic relationships. And I'm not saying, you notice I didn't say when you choose toxic people, because that would be placing the blame on Tommy and Jeff. And I'm not going to do that. I was toxic in those relationships with those people. We were both toxic for each other and for everybody else. I became a darker person being with those men. I was not myself and I acted in ways that I normally wouldn't want to act. I became very influenced by the relationship and just by the darkness. Taxidermy. No, I said tax attorney, Christine. My God. You know what sucks? I probably will end up with like a taxidermist living out in the middle of nowhere. That's probably going to be the case. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I definitely would like to have Gertie taxidermed. So silver lining, girl, silver lining. But both of those men sought you out. That's a great point, Sassy Savage. That's a great point. And so that's exactly another reason why I need to be single for a long time, because I don't want another man seeking me out that is toxic for me, that will become toxic in the relationship. I do not want that. And I have a lot of learning to do, but I have a lot, I don't want it to be external learning, if that makes sense. I'm not looking, yeah, Shell, that's a good point. I'm not looking, I don't want to look at things externally right now. I need to reach internally for answers. Like I did this morning, like waking up thinking that and then kind of going deeper and then going deeper. And then I realized that with my dad. And I was like, that's why I could have sworn I saw fireworks, because that's exactly what I feel about my dad. When I think about my dad, I did see fireworks, and he did dump me he left me high and dry in a very similar way. In almost, yeah, I agree. Why do you think we don't like you? I almost feel like it was one of my male relationships, romantic relationships. It was very similar. Like, I almost feel dumped by him in the way he got rid of me. And this is strange to say. Thank you, Muffet Lou. But I almost feel like I was conned by my father. I don't know that I was, but thank you, Matt's mom. That's probably true. He wasn't what I thought he was. I never expected my dad. I mean, I know my dad was not a great guy. He was not a good father. It's not like he dumped me one day and that just came out of nowhere and I was shocked. But I was shocked that he dumped me. I never expected my dad to leave my life. I was 16. So I can't really even speak to what I expected at the age of 16. I think shit hits you in your teenage years and you're like, damn, you have no experience in anything. How do you know what to expect? None. That's why parents need to be really good parents, because Huxley doesn't know what to expect. And if something comes out of nowhere and he didn't expect it, I should help with that, not enhance it. Your father set you up for failure and abuse, says Sophia. That's true, Sherry Taylor. He was meeting me where he was. No doubt, guys. No doubt. Missed the person they should have been. Yeah. And looking at that more clearly and magnifying it today, I think I've always said this on my channel. We're going to figure out one day why I'm attracted to older men. I think we're kind of getting there. I think we're touching on that nerve a little more than we normally do. I Damn, little Mink. Thank you. Smoking? I look smoking today? That's a lot, but thank you. It's a lot for as dirty as my hair is, but thank you. What was I just saying? I'm sorry to hear that, Brian, BCX1. I don't know what kind of upbringing my father had, Cats. I really don't know much about that. I never met his father, which he liked his father, but he hated his mother. Hated his mother. Didn't really get along with his siblings either. Hey, Gloria. Good night, Anita. But I think I never got over that breakup, the original breakup between me and my dad. I never expected my dad to just poof within a matter of minutes leave my life. And I'm sure that has everything to do with also why I push men away or relationships, because I don't want to be the one left. I want to be the one that leaves. I always am that way. I said that to my ex-husband. I was like, well, if this doesn't work out, I'm out of here. And he would always say, like, why do you jump to leaving all the time? Like little things. His parents were not Scientologists, Sherry. Why do you jump to like trying to leave? And that makes sense because I don't want to be left. But the main thing that really hit me today, and I'm going to have to talk about this the next time I have therapy, is that was a gift this morning, realizing that. That was such a gift. It really, guys, self-reflecting for me, I just really enjoy doing it because I don't know if other people overthink about this stuff as much. But when I realized that this morning, I was like, I got really mopey about saying that to Tommy because it's true. I could have sworn I saw fireworks with him, and I don't need to say that. I did see fireworks with him. Everybody saw it. I was fucking crazy about that guy. He did it for me. He really did. He hit the boxes, but he wasn't who we thought. It was playing a character. Thank you, Melissa. But then I just felt so much deeper about it. And I was like, oh my God, that exact same fireworks feeling stems from my dad. I think the first time I can recall that feeling was like watching his truck pull up in the driveway. And I was upstairs. It was a 2-story house in my bedroom. And I would see him pull up and I was like, like flutters. I would get so excited to see him. And then even when I was on staff in Kansas City, I didn't talk to my dad very often. I mean, you can't just be on the phone on a personal call on staff. And when you're on staff, we worked I had to be there at 9 and I usually worked till midnight every day. So I rarely talked to my dad. But even then I can recall if he would call me, I remember getting so excited. I would feel that fire. Hey, Ghost Rider, that fireworks feeling. And I realized that I carry that with every guy I've been with. And I don't know that, like I said, I don't know that I want that to go away. I want it to be real. And that's the other thing, guys. We talked about this yesterday, and I was really trying to explain this to my mom today. And I don't know, I think she got it. I was driving and I got a creepy text. I love you, Amy Edge. Hey, babe. I hope you're doing good, Amy. I think about you and the school stuff you're going through. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, Nancy Wagner. I don't know the answer to that, Raymond. Good men who really love don't treat you badly. Hey, Marta. This is another thing. I got a creepy text and I told my mom about it. And my mom tried to kind of go, well, I wouldn't worry about it. And I was like, well, And so this is another thing that I think was suppressed in Scientology. My mother was a Scientologist, so it doesn't surprise me that she's this way too. Guys, this is a profound thing for me, and I learned it yesterday, and I shared it with you yesterday, and we're going to keep doing it. It's a muscle at this point I'm trying to work out, okay? What did that reel say yesterday that I shared by that girl? She said, "Why would I think when I can feel? Why would I think when I can feel?" When you think, the mind tricks you. And this is my take, this was my interpretation. But she says the mind tricks you, and the mind is based on fear. How many times, and this is my Scientology I think kicks in. How many times have you gotten some kind of news, a text, something on the actual news, a relative told you, work, whatever the fuck it is, an email, okay? How many times did you get that? And your initial reaction was like nervousness, uncomfortable, whatever, not a good thought, not a good feeling. To me, and this is just how I process things, that's my initial feeling. Feeling. Pay attention to what I just said. Feeling. Then what do? I talk myself out of the feeling. Yeah, Jellycats. So what I'll do is I'll get an initial reaction, which is my feeling on something, and I'll go, ooh, I don't like that. That made me uncomfortable. Immediately, my mind kicks in and goes, you're fine. Ignore that. Here's why you felt uncomfortable. You misread it. You misunderstood. You're confused. The mind, to me, talks you out of shit, you gaslight yourself. Yes. Yeah, it's ignoring your gut. It's ignoring your intuition. And I don't always know what I think. I said this yesterday. I fight with how I think. I argue with myself. But I always know how I fucking feel. I always know how I feel. I know. A friend of our family. My mom was talking about a friend of our family that we've known forever. And there's no reason to not like this woman. My mom brought her up today. And I said, I never liked her. Never liked her. And my mom goes, well, you worked with her at one point. And she goes, and it's different. And she goes, you probably don't like she's very different part of the world, culture. And I said, nope. Nothing to do with background. I said, nothing to do with culture, nothing to do with her beliefs. It was a feeling I got. I did not like this person. You don't have to explain that. You're not going to go be mean to somebody, right? Just because you feel it. But I don't need to spend my time with that person. I don't need to put any effort or energy into that person once I feel that way. My mind talks me out of that and goes, push it. You can put effort and attention and energy into this person. Your feeling is off, but they like her or they like him. So why don't I? I should too. They're involved, like any of those things. Yeah, this person just had bad energy for me. And also I trust that because I don't get that a lot off of people. To be honest, I don't get that like, ooh, I don't like this person. There's something I don't like about this person. I rarely feel that way about people. But when I feel it, I've always been right. And there's a lot more to this person I'm not sharing that I won't share, but I ended up being right about this person. I found that out years later. And it's never based on like your background. It's never based on what you believe in. Like, I don't get those feelings because you grew up somewhere different than me. I don't get those feelings because you're Catholic. Like, that it has nothing to do with that. It's just intuition. You all know what I'm talking about. I don't have to try to describe this. Everybody knows what I'm saying. Hey, Lacey Silver. That is such a good point, Lori Lee. It's the reactive mind training. They taught you how to ignore red flags. I knew it was something. It may not be entirely Scientology. Hey, Melody. Thank you, babe. Yeah, Annette Rose. You know when you know. But we often, and I don't want to say, I just want to speak for women here because I'm a woman. We often ignore those feelings. A lot of us do. Hey, Diane. And I don't know why. Maybe that's something we're taught as children. Like women, for sure, I think are taught to ignore that. Not all of us, but some of us. I don't know what the background is there. Lori Lee is right, though. I think I mean, in Scientology, guys, we receive a lot of mind training. Yeah, just saying. We receive a lot of mind training to begin with. That probably fucks us up a lot anyway. What am I saying? I know it does. Brian, my husband that passed away always used to say, I'm rooting for you and I'm on your side. It was amazing. And I still hear him say it. So my tattoos say, I'm rooting for you, like he would say, and I'm on your side. And his name was Fred. So I have just a horseshoe because I love horseshoes and I find them lucky. And I put his name on my arm. Thank you for asking. Pat Jonas, it's totally an energy thing. And who's crying? I can't tell if that's a cat outside or if that's kid. There you go. Yeah, Raymond, I know that's weird. Thanks, Brian. I know exactly what you mean. We have a man in extended family that everyone likes. Something in my gut gives me the creeps about him. I avoid him, but I always catch him staring at me. Creepy. Super creepy. And you don't have, the beautiful thing about that is we don't need to explain ourselves. I'm finding that, hey, Tina Mays, I'm finding that to be the case too. The more long I am on YouTube, the more I also realize that I don't have to explain myself. I can feel any fucking way I want to feel. I don't have to explain it. And I find that is I over explain things too. I really over explain things. I give the information about my life that I want to give. This totally is off subject, but I got a message last night from someone. And I think it was a longtime person on our channel. I'm not sure actually, but I got the impression. And this person asked me a very personal question, a behind the scenes question that I would not answer on YouTube. I answered this person. What was your first red flag with TS, or did you have any and suppress them? Biggest red flag with Tommy was his rage issues. He had major rage issues. And that was it was more rage than I'd ever been seen in a man. Like it was kicked up a notch. When he would have it, it was bad. It was 0 to 100 quickly. But anyway, this person asked me a very private, very personal question. I answered the question basically without giving any details. I answered the question by saying yes, and I'm not going to say anything else about that. That's how I answered it. They asked me a question. I said yes, and I'm not going to say anything else about that. This woman writes me back and says, thank you for answering me. Your answer makes me no longer trust you, and I'm out. I'm sorry. And I wrote her back and I said, I appreciate your answer. Take care. I said, take care, gal. That's what I said. That's a great example, though, of you're overstepping. And if that makes my answer to your overstepping, where you shouldn't have done that in the first place, not trust me. Hey, Gamer Jackie, like, people are sending me a lot of like, I'm unsubscribing because of this, or I'm no longer going to watch because of this. And that's well within, I don't get mad at those people. They have feelings too. But for you to write me back and say, because of your answer, I no longer trust you. I mean, I really mean it. Take care. What do you want me? You asked me a very overstepping question to begin with. If I don't share it on YouTube and I don't fucking know you, like you're not a friend of mine, you're not someone I talk to regularly, maybe reflect on that too. Like, do you think it's appropriate to ask me a really intimate, private question? I get that people feel that way because I am on YouTube. But at the same time, you have to remember, I share with you what I want to share with you. And that's a great example of me and Tommy. Tommy and I shared what we shared as a couple. Behind the scenes, that's not what was going on. I tried to, in a very low key way, tell the truth on that, right? Because people would say, like, when's Tommy coming next? Or when do you and Tommy? And remember, I would answer and I would say, I don't know, guys. Tommy and I really don't talk that much. That was my way of being truthful with you guys without saying, like, I don't know, our relationship actually sucks and we hardly ever talk. He's not interested in me anymore and he's checked the fuck out. I couldn't say that. But I share with you as much as I possibly can. But there are some things I don't share. I share with my friends. But this person asked me a very private question. And I was like, I don't fucking know you. Like, what makes you think that you deserve an answer to that? I don't have to explain myself at all. I come on here for like 2 hours a day and I really work through things with you guys, but like there's all kinds of like private family things that people don't know, that one of the reasons I would share, but that's their lives too. For instance, my sister, I'm not going to come on and tell her story about Scientology. I'm going to let her do that one day. That's her voice to use if she wants to use it. I'm not comfortable. But if I don't know you, that I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way, because then they wrote me back and they were like, based on your answer, I no longer trust you and I'm out. And I was like, okay, thanks for sticking around. I don't know what to say to you right now. I love that, Brian. What am I? Oh, it's Moose. Hey, Huxley, can you let your brother in? He's at the front door. You guys should be outside. It's nice out. Damn it. These cats are like trapeze artists all night long. The second the sun sets, this is why I don't sleep. These cats are literally like flying trapeze men throughout the house. Well, I can't put them outside at night. There's predators. I'm not going to put them out at night. I try to put them out during the day, but all they do is sit on the porch and cry. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Moose. You should really consider your life choices. Anyway, that kind of went off to the side, but it always does. I don't feel as bad anymore. I'm not a liar because I don't share certain things. I'm a liar because I lied about certain things, but I'm not a liar because I choose not to share certain things. There's a difference. That's all. Reese, I'm always over here cheering you on when you don't share something and tell us that you won't. I get really excited for you when I see you setting boundaries and protecting others' privacy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sassy Savage, did you say something that I missed? I'm going back, but I don't see it. Do you think being in a relationship shows other people you are desirable? Not being with someone means you are not wanted, not attractive, unworthy. I think I used to feel that way, Claudia, but now I feel like I know I know I'm desirable to certain people. Like that there's a lid for every trash can. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder, right? Like I'm going to be way too much for certain men and women. And then there's going to be people. How many people have you met where they're like, "Oh, we could be friends, girl. Like we could sit around all day talking." It's subjective. So like I'm sure there's a guy out there that's going to find me desirable. I would think. It may not be for 10 years from now, but at some point I would think there's somebody out there that's going to go, you're my type. Come on over here, sit with me. Gene Strong. I mean, I'm not trying to say like these are bad people. It's just she was well within her right to ask me the question. I didn't have to answer, but I did. But just know that what I share is what I share. But you don't know everything about me. You don't know everything. And the reasons for that are more to respect other people's privacy. Like, for instance, what this person asked me was about somebody else. If you guys ask, that's why it's funny. Somebody was in here yesterday and they said, Reese, can I ask you a sex question or is that too much? And I was like, absolutely not. I will put anything on the table. I've put everything on the table in the last couple of weeks, good and bad, right? Hey, Olga, you can ask me anything, but I'm not going to sell anybody else out. I'm not going to burn other people. I'm not going to trash other people. And I'm sure not going to give other people's private information out. I'm just not. That's not going to happen. Sassy Savage, I'm sorry. Damn, I wish I knew what it was. I'm sorry that I missed you, girl. So that's all. I really just wanted to share that main. I'm excited about the hey Jolie, I'm excited about the field trip next week for us. Iwa. But I realize that every day is going to be different. I realize that this is, even though it wasn't what I thought it was, even though I am embarrassed that I thought it was something that it wasn't, and I was deeply in love and the other person wasn't, it's still a breakup. It's easier. It's an easier breakup for that reason, if that makes sense, because it's easier to detach from somebody when you know that wasn't what I thought it was. That wasn't what I was told. Like it makes it's almost like Scientology for me. I'm like, what am I supposed to believe now? So we're not 76 trillion years old, and there is no such thing as TRs and the reactive mind and the ARC triangle. Like, all that shit's bullshit. It makes it, in a lot of ways, hard, but in other ways, it makes it very easy for me to go, so L. Ron Hubbard was a con artist? Like, none of that's true. So I don't really know what happens when you die. Like, that wasn't truth. It's, in a lot of ways, that makes it easier for me to just break away from it. That's a great question, Chill. What about Tommy were you in love with? I don't even know where to begin with that. I think it was the words. It was the words. That's my love language. So when he would sit on these streams with all of us, do you remember way back? This is why I say it was good in the beginning. If you notice, that shit dropped off quickly, by the way. But do you remember way back? He really got me in the beginning. Hey, I need a card. You have a pneumonia? Oh my God, I need a card. Keep me in touch. Text me. I love you. I'm sorry. Holy crap. Everybody send some healing thoughts and prayers to Anita. In the beginning, I had never had, this is the truth. I had never had a man. So Tommy was a very deep thinker, as far as like, I thought he had really worked on himself. Like, the journaling really turned me on. The therapists, the spending time in therapy, all those things. I was like, damn, I've never had a man that worked on himself so much. I love that about him. But then he would reflect on me. And do you remember in the beginning when he would say really insightful shit about my upbringing? Do you guys remember that? It fell off fast. But it really hooked me in the beginning when he would say things like, I really understand that about Reese. At first, I didn't quite understand her. But now I really get her because of Scientology and the impact, and with her father. And it makes total sense that she is this way because of her dad. And because her dad talked to her this way, it makes total sense that she would behave this way today. And I want to help nurture that. And even just now, watching her grow just melts me, because I'm seeing it in real time, you guys. And you have no idea how amazing this woman is. You truly don't understand how amazing this woman is. And I am lucky enough that I get to be by her side. And just seeing her growth, and she's only 2 years out. I can't wait to see where she's at in 5 years. Can you guys imagine the growth she's going to experience? And I get to watch with her as she goes through it. And she's like a sponge. and everything. She's so smart. She's so intelligent. Now, it sounded like I was making fun of that. Hey, sweet Liberty, I'm not. That's the shit that hook, fucking, line, and sinkered me. I was like, damn, that is insightful. I've never had a man talk like that. Women have talked like that my whole life. I've never seen a man. I never felt so fucking seen and validated. So whenever he would talk like that, I'm sitting there in my mind going, oh my God, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Like, I have found a guy that has truly worked on himself and is truly healed. And he was a criminal and he's saving people and he's helping people get on recovery and he's all these things. And I got him. Like, I felt so lucky. I was like, this is amazing that I reeled this guy in. Like, he's truly done the work. That is what got me. And then, of course, we were incredibly good chemistry wise, physically. I mean, I'm not going to lie, sexually. But that's the other thing, too. I think he's probably just really good at fucking. Like, I think he's just probably really good at that with everybody. I have no doubt. I mean, Tommy told me he's fucked over 1,000 women. That's a lot. That's a big number. I'm not shaming him for that, by the way. Doesn't matter. I mean, I always said, yeah, he was finding my ruin. And I fell for it. So you add what I just said, the words, right? And then he was really good physically. That's what I want for real. I thought it was real. So yeah, I guess love bombed. Yeah. Did you see Tommy journaling whenever you were living together? I did not. No, but he would say that he did that all night long. Tommy and I rarely slept together in the same bed. He would go to bed sometimes with me, but every time I woke up to pee or anything, he was not in there. He was in another room. He'd be awake all night, or he'd say he was journaling all night. He'd come in this office actually a lot throughout the night and just shut the door. So I have no fucking idea. I don't know if he truly journaled, and I'm not going to say he didn't. I just never saw it. I don't know. I have no idea. But, and this isn't to slam Tommy. Again, I said this yesterday, and I said yesterday, I don't want to talk about him anymore, but I'm talking about him because of what I realized today. It was profound, and it pertains to this. But that's why I saw fireworks. That's why I could have sworn I saw fireworks. I had never met. And then I think about this, and I'm like, he's probably with 10 other women on the side. And then I thought, holy shit, I bet he's got a bunch of women that have never watched YouTube. That's what I bet he's doing. He's probably with a bunch of women who he's telling he's some fucking venture capitalist or something. He's probably with women who don't know who he is on YouTube. And again, not my problem. I don't care. But I'm just embarrassed that I fell for it. But I know that a lot of us fell for it, and I need to not be embarrassed. And I need to appreciate, what I thought. See, the glass is half full, I guess. I did really fall deeply in love with that character. And I don't want to be too hard on myself about that. I learned from it and I won't do it again. Hopefully, I won't do that again. But there is a reason why. And somebody said they picked you, they sought you out. That's true. Maybe I need to be more careful about that. If a guy comes on strong in my life in the future, maybe I need to be aware of that and sniff that out and go, this kind of feels like what Jeff did. This kind of feels like what Tommy did. They're kind of coming on strong with me. But I don't know. I wish that had been real. I really do. I was so crazy about that person that talked to me like that. I was totally blown away by that. I'm going to mute it. There's a delivery truck here, and this is annoying, so I'll just mute it while the guy delivers whatever he's delivering. It's all right. Sex definitely makes me more connected to a person. When I have sex with you, I've told every guy I've been with, I can't just sleep with random dudes. I will never be that girl who just like goes out and sleeps with different guys, which nothing against the girl that does that. I can't do that because I have to be in love with you. I have to feel something for you. And once I do sleep with guys, I usually am very like connected. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Danique Mass. I'm running through my mind everything remember of you two, especially during live streams. Do you think he is a narcissist? I can't answer that. I don't know enough about narcissism. Like my therapist said, who cares? It's a bad flavor. The flavor's not good. I don't know how to diagnose people. I don't feel qualified to do that. And honestly, I don't know the entirety of what a narcissist is. We didn't learn any of that in Scientology. And I don't know. I do too, chaotic bleach. Why did you get together after your breakup? Because that didn't bother me. Like he could, I don't, I'm very forgiving. Like I don't mind an apology of, and then sorting it out and communicating through something. That wasn't the worst thing in the world. And I said this like a week ago. At the time, I thought I can take abuse. Abuse doesn't is okay. Being a liar and not what being a mark, like no, not cool with that. But I didn't know that at the time. I would have never gotten back if I knew that. But I'm okay forgiving someone and talking through it, you know? Yeah, you're welcome. I don't mind answering that question. I didn't think he was a bad guy at the time. I still have hope that people will see the light and get better. I've been a shitty person. And I'm trying to work through that, heal some of the relationships that I fucked over with people, be better at not being an asshole to people. And all I can do is work on myself, recognize it, and move forward. But you can't tell a smoker you're going to get lung cancer and you need to quit smoking. They have to see it. I didn't see it. I didn't think I was hurting people. I see it now. And so I hope that Tommy somehow sees it and sees the light and gets some help. But again, that's not my concern. It will never matter to me. But I do hope the best for people. He love bombed the hell out of you for the show. It was all part of the long con. Sorry. Yeah, I see that now. Did Tommy snort before YouTube streams? On the lifeboat, he would duck down and come back up and sniff his nose. No, hey Kiki, he never did that in front of me. I never saw Tommy do drugs. I couldn't even speak to that. Hey, Claire with an eye. I don't know. I don't know if he was on drugs or not. I couldn't tell you. Not saying he wasn't, but I never saw it. And I'm not going to ruin somebody's reputation by implying something that I don't know. I don't know. And that's between him and him, right? Like him and his character. And I have to be honest, I don't really care, is what I guess I'm trying to say. I never saw it. I don't care. That's kind of a personal issue if you're doing drugs. Oh, he said he was vaping? Well, yeah, he did vape. Everybody saw him vape. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that was my breakthrough realization today. Again, this is not going to be an ongoing thing. Let's talk about Tommy. Let's talk about our relationship. It was just something that I really, really realized today. And I thought, wow, but I don't want to get into details between he and I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do that. People will fuck themselves over when they're doing bad things. I'm sorry, but I experienced it and it's true. When you're doing stuff that's not up to par with other human beings or yourself that's harmful, eventually it catches up with you. So I don't have to worry about that. It's not my problem. Are you more aware on how you still do not deserve any abuse? Yeah, I'm way more aware of it. I will stay single until I find someone that's not abusive. I will never, ever date a man again that yells, screams, goes from 0 to 100, overreacts. I will never, ever accept that in my life again. I will cut whoever whenever the fuck off. I will not be yelled at like that again. It took 2 men to behave that way with me and years to understand that's not, no human being deserves that. And it's not normal. Like, I get mad, but I don't ever scream. I remember doing it with Jeff a couple of times because he would scream and get so hardcore in my face that he would spit on my glasses. And he got physical with me. But even then, I can only remember a handful of times that I would scream back because I felt like at that point it had escalated. But my go-to is never to flip out. Not saying I'm a good person. My go-to is probably to be sarcastic or antagonistic, maybe poke, which isn't cool either. My go-to is to cry, but it's not to scream. And it's not normal for a man to flip the fuck out because he's angry, because you had a question, because of any reason. It's not normal. I will never allow that kind of abuse again. Screaming is abuse. Absolutely. What do you do to relax these days? Because I think it must be stressful. I wish for I don't really go anywhere. Bye, Brian. I'm glad you were here today. Thank you for being here, Brian. It was good to have you. I don't know. I'll make a cup of tea, talk to a friend. I really don't watch much TV at all. Sometimes I will put a movie on and that does make me feel relaxed, but it's like twice a month, maybe once a month. I would say my biggest thing, I take a walk every single day. I walk my dogs every single day. And that means a lot to me. There is a place close by. I think I'm going to go apply for another job to get maybe some more hours. And I may do that. And I think that's a good thing because I actually will have to go to that job and see people. And that could be a good thing. I was told to apply and I may go do that. I just think developing more relationships has been very therapeutic for me. I said this recently. I put a lot of value by Anka on friendships, whereas I never did before. I was really shitty to all my friends in the past. And now I feel very differently about how valuable having a friend is and how hard it is to have a friend because you can't trust a lot of people. And so just having, I wish I could watch it, Lori. I don't have HBO. Just having that small circle of people you can trust and that they can trust you because you're not a shitty person anymore means a lot to me. So that's probably how I relax these days is like make a cup of tea and talk to a friend. I have a couple of friends that FaceTime with me and that is even better. I kind of enjoy that. I love the Zoom calls when we do the Zoom calls every month. I mean, those are very, very relaxing for me. And oh my God, Angie Moe texted me today. What did she say they were called? Emotional potlucks. The Zoom call, she said we should call them emotional potlucks. And I was like, that's genius and true. That's very true. Danique Mass, walking is very therapeutic for me. Do I still talk to Casper? I haven't talked to him for like a week. I never got really close with Casper. I think he's a great guy. I really like him, but he's a busy guy and I love his wife and, but he's a good guy. I don't know that that was going to turn into like a friendship. I appreciate what he did for me though. He's a good person. I like Casper a lot. And I'm just going to go, real guys, true, not even real men, real humans don't need to scream to be in a relationship with somebody. You don't need to scream at anybody. Is it cool to scream at kids? Would you scream at your elderly mother? Like screaming is not ever okay. Like to me, if that's how you work shit out by screaming at people, to me, that means that you have a lot of, I do Copper Top. It's just here and there on the hours. You have a lot of healing to do with a professional therapist. I cannot say how much therapy has helped me to realize and reflect on what kind of a person I've been my whole life. I don't know that I would realize those things if I didn't have a therapist. And yeah, screaming at people shows that you do have a lack of communication, but that you're bleeding. To me, that's what that is. You're just bleeding on people. They say hurt people, right? But like, hey, old Charlie, screaming at people tells me a lot about you. If that's how you communicate, you're fucking stunted, right? Like little kids, toddlers scream. Like to me, it's very stunted that this is how you choose to communicate with a grown woman that you should be showing respect for. I will never allow that again. That was a bad pattern for me to choose that. And it sucks because in Scientology people scream a lot and they throw shit and they get reactive physically. It's too fucking triggering. And I don't even like to use that word very much, but it's triggering. Why I allowed it in the first place, like it's so I think the men in my life that did it to me did it because they know it intimidates me. You scream because you're making yourself bigger. You're making yourself scary. You're making yourself intimidating. And you know that scares me. The second Tommy or Jeff would scream, or not so much scream, but even do the like, ugh, like Tommy would do this to me. He'd talk through his teeth. He'd get really mad. And I would go, okay, okay. Like they know they're going to get that reaction. Men who do that, like people do that because they know they can do that. They know I'm not going to fight back. Thank you, Yvonne. Hey, Marissa Martin. So that's all. That's all. Like, I just will never fucking deal with that again, ever. The first sign of it, if I'm in some relationship and I don't care if we're together for a year and then you finally start screaming at me, get the fuck out of my life. I will cut all ties. I will never. That's one of the reasons I don't think I ever want to get married again. Yeah, sweet Liberty, that's true. That's one of the reasons I don't think I ever want to get married again, because I don't want to be fucked. Like, I don't want to be with someone for 3 years. Then we get married and they switch to somebody else. That happened a lot in my relationship with Jeff. Jeff didn't show any physical aggression with me until after we got married. He never called me the C word until after we got married. Like, I don't ever want to be stuck again. It would take a lot for me to agree to get married again. I'll be engaged. Like, I would wear somebody's ring. I told Tommy that. I'll wear your ring. Like, we could have some sort of a non paperwork ceremony. We can go the fuck out into the woods and do something with a justice of the peace, but I'm not actually going to I don't want to be stuck. I don't ever want to have to pay a divorce attorney again. I never want to marry someone and then find out after we get married, because that's what happened with Jeff. We literally got married and the next month was July. And I remember going, I'm fucked. I made a huge fucking mistake. That was the first time shit really went downhill, really got bad. And I thought, oh my God, I am stuck. I'm not saying I won't get married again, but it would really, really have to be just specific circumstances for me. And I think I'm going to, guys, I cannot express this enough, and then I'm going to get off. Why would I think when I can feel? So the next relationship I'm in, the next friendship I make, any kind of relationship. Hey, Andrew, anything like that. I hope hockey was fun last night, Andrew. Anything like that. If you guys feel, I felt a lot of red flags with Tommy and Jeff initially. I cannot express that enough. Go with that. Don't think, feel. Don't think. Thinking, you're going to talk yourself out of the feeling. Thinking aligns with fear. My mind is fearful. My gut tells me something and my mind goes, no. Everybody else likes him. You're crazy. I gaslight myself. Guys, why think when you can feel? And I'm going to try that. Going forward with any kind of a person that comes into my life, I'm just going to go with, how do I feel about this? What do I feel off of this person? Yeah, go with how you feel. I want to say thank you for sticking with me today. Please hit subscribe. I'm looking hugely forward to this field trip next week. Piper, so glad you found out now, more than wasting more time. Absolutely. But guys, I mean it. Thank you for listening to me today. This was an important epiphany that I had this morning. And again, going forward, yes, Jenny Stout, going forward, I said this yesterday about Tommy. I really am letting this die. I just had to say what I had to say today, but I don't want to go into intimate details with my relationship with him. I think we get the gist of it. I would rather just respect his privacy because there is something to that. I want to respect what we had, whether it was good or bad, and just keep that private because it doesn't help anybody to put all of your fucking dirty laundry out there. At least I'm learning that. I've made mistakes in that area too. Yeah, old Charlie, you too. That's amazing, Joe Virus. And Joe, I hope you guys had a good anniversary, by the way. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you for sticking with me today. Thank you for listening to this stream. Thank you for looking at my stuff with me. We will go next week to this place and just sit and people watch and chat. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we'll do it a week from today. Yeah, I love that, Sherry. Learn from it and move on with love. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank you for checking, Abigail. Move on with love, kind of like my Scientology family and friends. Accept their disconnection with love. I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to sit here and go, every guy is going to do that to me. Nobody's going to be good. Everybody's going to be a liar. I don't believe that. I will find the right person when it's right, when it's time. But right now, I'm the right person for me. I need to work on me. And I know I've said that, but I'm just repeating it. So I'll be back tomorrow. Again, I mean it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for being members. I love you guys. I really do. And I'm going to go cook dinner here shortly. What time is it? Ooh, it's 6:00. I love that because the sun's still out nice and bright. I'm going to cook tonight and be Reese first. Don't tolerate less for yourself. Thank you, Chaotic Bleach. I love that. The red flags were flying high with both of those men, but Yvonne, they were flying with me too. You can't blame the men entirely. I was a part of it too, right? Like, what was I doing being attracted to that? Obviously, I was toxic too. That's all. I mean, I can't, it's like saying, like, well, I am this way because of my father. No, you got to take some accountability. I can't be like, it was all Jeff. No, I was kind of shitty too. Like, I don't know. Bye, Big Z. Bye, Olga. I love you guys. Again, thank you. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I appreciate it. And I love you guys. I'm going to make Mousy. I'm going to roast some vegetables and Huxley asked me to grill him a turkey melt. So I'm going to do that for him and then I'll eat some vegetables. Thank you, Deborah Ricci. Thank you guys. I'm trying to be a better person. I love you all. I love you too, Alex. And I will see everybody tomorrow. And here comes Fred, guys.